Right, hopefully people will be on their way back in, and it will be a shame if they're not. So if everyone could get in the next minute, please, because we do really need to restart. But I don't want people to miss the next session because it's really good. So in the meantime, I will just let you know that if you're in here and you'd like to scan the QR code, this is a taste of what we're going to be doing later in the session. Okay, so this is what we're going to be doing later in this session. In this session, we will have a discussion on the future of TTF interest groups, and it's going to be an interactive session as well. That will be about half an hour, starting in a few minutes' time. Then we'll have a little bit from Vlad from Urtico about fresh perspectives from the European smart mobility sector, and then this is a really big thing. In 2027, we are hosting the ITS World Congress in this very city. Well, certainly in this very metropolitan region, because it's at the NEC, which is, what, about 8 minutes away. We will be hosting the ITS World Congress in under, as Andy Graham will tell you, 2 years' time. How many days, Andy?
It's 754.
754 days to go, and Andy knows it because he has a laser display unit in his office which has the number of days that count down day by day. It's a whiteboard, but anyone that's ever seen, I'm sorry I haven't a clue, get recorded, knows what the laser display unit looks like. Anyway, right, let me start without further ado as people file their way in, and we can just tut like people that turn up late for the cinema or theatre as they come and sit down. Just do that passive-aggressive tut, please. Let me welcome onto the stage Chris Kettell, who is Chief Technologist at TRL, and we're going to talk from data to decisions, empowering local authorities through transport technology. Chris, the floor is yours, sir.
Wow. Okay, so I've been told I have exactly 10 minutes from now. Darren's already said there's the DFT sniper up there that also does timekeeping. So good morning. Yeah, still morning. Where are we then? Have some buttons. Yeah, slides. Okay. Ooh. How do I get back to display mode as opposed to quiz mode? Lovely, thank you. Hi, my name is Chris Kettell, Chief Technologist at TRL. As a Chief Technologist, I have many fingers and toes and in different interests, largely road safety, traffic control, and increasingly asset management. My 13-year-old son, Jonas, said, do these people actually want to hear you speak, or do you have to sort of say sorry afterwards? So if I can just grab a picture, there we are. I can confirm that you were all willing participants in being my captive audience for the remaining 8 minutes and 52 seconds. Okay, so, same roads, tougher game. No surprises in anything in what's to be said here, from road safety, congestion, air quality, inclusion, equitable access. Do more, have less money. You can't have money, you can't have people. Data, silos, and I'm sorry this is PowerPoint. I feel like Excel seems to be the tone for presenting from. But doing more with less, that feels really familiar. And the knob on that keeps getting cranked up. And it's a lot to think about, really. Data is the new oil. Can we shoot that economist that came forward from that? Let's consider the data you as local authorities have access to, that you own, that is yours, as being more like a gold mine. You know about your signals, your assets, your safety, and then a whole lot more. And we've been through multiple iterations. We've just big data, and now we're into AI, and better data is a good thing, and more data can be a good thing. But it's around how do you join things up in a meaningful and a good and a useful way. If you talk to one of the product owners, they will say, user story, I am I want to, B course. And at the end of that, this thing drops out called an outcome. why you're doing something. Or as my Welsh friend Julian would say, for why then? And that is a voice that I hear constantly as to why would you do this? What's the benefit? What's the outcome? It's a bit like the silent O in AI. A lot of it seems to be a technology looking for a problem rather than artificial intelligence outcomes. Why? What will it do for me? What will good be? Henry Ford and that old adage of, if I asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Sometimes you don't know. And so actually talking and listening and engaging, and it's in that listening part where you might learn something new rather than just having the same opinion and banging the old drum. From a product perspective, from a doing, I just look at some outcomes. So TRL, what we do, you do have to press the button quite hard. Sorry. So we have iRoads, asset management, outcomes, increasing digitalization within local authorities, 6 minutes, 7 seconds. And so you'll be able to take an understanding of your road, how you're actually surveying it, how you're planning, what do deterioration models for pavement look like. Well, what comes out from that as a digital-first platform that makes use of a whole medley of different data sources, from flows through to pavement survey, through to the old ways of doing pavement survey, through to new and novel and computer vision aided things. You get into how you optimize your spend, what does good look like, how do you reduce the carbon implications of things, minimization of disruption, ultimately the availability of your network. That's a good thing. Likewise, for road safety, hey, 18,000 users around the world, more than 20 years worth of research. IMAP for us is all around the analytics of collision data. And so you can kind of think about that as the little pointy bit at the top where all of the stats 19 data gets brought in, and you can have a look and understand as to what's happening, what's good, what's bad, but also from an interventions perspective. But then sort of below that at another level, you've got RAIDs, research accident in-depth studies, fatals, in particular, in-depth study, understanding the biomechanicals of the fleshy bags that were driving in the metal box that's now done something. So it helps to inform a whole raft of things, and linking to other projects like Prana that bring health outcomes. So this type of vehicle, this type of collision, some health outcomes that come with that. So again, it's another slice of what a local authority does, has responsibilities, Road Traffic Act, the Traffic Management Act, how that all fits together. And it would be amiss of me not to mention my favorite, traffic control. So TRL, creators, designers, originators of Scoot, moving forward and doing some really cool stuff with Scoot and artificial intelligence. This isn't a we've bought, this is a we've built some of our own. And so in moving things forwards, it's a different slice of data that's really useful. And so when we talk about a big spreadsheet of all the different use cases around Excel to vehicle, person, human, vehicle, driver, outcomes, how it all fits together, it's when you start getting systems talking, it's about scaling the outcomes. So if just from 3 pieces you can bring together something that would be nice, your asset, your road space, how is it? What about your road safety? What's happening? What's problematic? Traffic control, the opportunity to do so much. Bringing it together gets you into this lovely, wouldn't it be nice, sweet spot. And so you have lots of data that's already available. AI comes rumbling along, and it poses this interesting differential between the haves and the have-nots. And so you have those that have data and those that don't have data. If you don't have data, good luck doing anything useful, AI, not forgetting the outcomes as part of that. How you use that data, speaking at a nebulous level here, has lots of different potential outcomes. And it's about finding that alignment with an outcome that actually fits with what works for an authority. And this is then where you have the problem between the pace of technology versus regulation, legislation, what government wants to see and to happen. And so connected, yes, it's been connected for a long time. I have a brand new 25-plated hire car. Man, the connected services are an all or nothing. I can tell them everything that I'm doing or nothing. There's no midway point within that. I want to use Apple Maps to navigate me, to drive me here. Yep, ooh, there's a layer to be balanced within that. And so, biggest problem I've got, and I hope I'm not alone with this, is you start digging into something that's a bit of a bigger picture. You go transport, okay, traffic control. Traffic control, we have BODS, Bus Open Data System or Service. Yep, going to go over there a little bit now, but what about pavement, asset condition, availability? Yep, oh, it's got a bit bigger. It's got a bit bigger. How about the safety? It's got a bit bigger. What about planning? And so when you start talking and thinking about things like UTMC, version 2 coming, Association of Road Traffic Safety Management, we're working on that. It doesn't go far enough. And so there's the how do you iterate meaningfully and deliver that value, those outcomes, 1 minute, 3 seconds. Technology doesn't replace judgment. It's supposed to amplify it. You have a lot of data. If you're trying to understand what do I have, what can I do with it, 2 things to take away. So decisions and data are there to inform a domain, and where it doesn't replace judgment, it should be used to amplify it. If you're looking at that across traffic control, how vehicles, all modes, priority including public transport, shifts, please come and talk to us around the hallway. If road asset management, how do we join things up? How do we consider road safety in this? All comes together, please come and talk to us. We're in the hallway. I had so much to say, and I was so going to run over my 10 minutes, but look, I've got 6 seconds left. It's still my microphone. I'll stop now. Thank you for listening. I hope I've given you... Oh, stop. Right.